Hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Snow Day Tuesday.
Yes, happy snow day Tuesday. Wow, there was a lot of snow today.
Yes, there was. Um, what did you do? Do you like the snow? Do you enjoy the snow?
I love the snow. I,
Oh,
I don't like plodding in the snow, but I enjoy the snow. A little bit of snow.
yeah. I actually don't mind the snow as long as it's not too cold. Like this snow is it's like the snow is fine, but it's really cold out and the temperature's dropped. So that's the part I don't like. But I do
Mm,
like seeing the snow. I like watching the snow fall. It's very pretty. Um,
yeah,
and I like
from the
standing
warmth
in
of
it.
being indoors.
Yes. Yes, yes. But I'm back to work tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Um, I want to welcome, thank you, Chantelle, for one being on our podcast. For those of you who don't know and who are watching the replay, I definitely encourage you to go check out Chantelle's episode on What's Interrupting Your Life podcast. In the comments, there is the link there to definitely go check it out and ways you can reach her. But it was an amazing conversation.
yes.
And today we just want to highlight some of the things that we talked about in the podcast to encourage people to go check it out because it was a really good podcast. Um, so, Chantelle, can you tell our community a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am a yoga teacher who believes that yoga is a platform where you can access fitness on a holistic level. So not just your regular asanas, but more to that with nutrition and understanding your mind and just understanding your body a lot more. So I have been a trained yoga instructor for many years now, 4 5 years, and it's really fascinating that I can get to help people, and I enjoy doing that. I enjoy um, helping people understand different aspects of their body and their mind, and it's a challenge that they go through, and that's what I do. I help them access those parts that they don't have complete access to, or they don't have someone as a mentor to explain what's going on with them.
Mm, amazing. No, I know we talked about in the podcast um, how you actually became like what was interrupting your life that led you to seeking out yoga into your life and now becoming a yoga instructor, yoga teacher. So, can you share a little bit about that transition that you made?
Definitely. So, as mentioned in the podcast, that I was going through a lot in my life at that time. I had a very, very hectic schedule, managing a Bollywood actor, and I was also going through a really bad phase in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of that just got you to think that, got me to think that my life wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. There were just so many interruptions that just pulled me in different directions every single time, right? I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have that one clear road in front of me. Um, so how do I actually find this road? How do I, clear out all these interruptions that are in front of me and find what I want and what I want to do? And yoga was very important for me then. It just started off as fitness, as running, um, going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then gradually I realized that yoga in particular helped me a lot in understanding myself, in understanding where I wanted to go, how I wanted to go. There was so much clarity in my mind that I didn't find otherwise, in just understanding mindfulness, in just being there. And I started using that in my life every day with all these different interruptions. And surprisingly, in the middle of all that chaos, I could just be calm and just be like, yes, I know there's a lot of work happening, there are interruptions. I'm so tired of everything. But there was this sense of calm that I had not felt before. And I started to build on that and
Mm-hmm.
build on that and build on that. And then my view was much clearer. And so I thought, well, if this can happen for me, this can happen for so many others around me. And that's why I just wanted to spread the word, become an instructor, become a teacher, not an instructor, a teacher, so I can teach people
Right.
what I have learned that has helped me that they could use in their life to help themselves.
Right. And that's like your interruptions. You see, like you discovered that the internal calm is what you were able to experience.
Yes. Like I'd also mentioned in the podcast, we have three different kinds of interruptions when we face interruptions in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Interruptions that are external, where you can't control, like the pandemic right now.
Right.
You have no control of it. There are interruptions externally. So you have your friends, your family, things around you that will interrupt you that you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have interruptions from within. So I think the first step is identifying what is your interruption
Yeah.
and then working on trying to figure out how you're going to get rid of that interruption or deal with it.
Mm-hmm. And I know in the podcast, which I really liked, which really resonated with Wendy and I, is that you talked about, that we all experience interruptions, and it's not about going over the interruptions, going around the interruptions. You have to go through it.
There's no other way. You have to go right
Yeah.
through it. It's um and I think it's great that you can go through it because
Mm-hmm.
you understand that interruption much more clearer when you go through it because you know the insides of that interruption. If you're going
Mm-hmm.
above it, you
Yes.
don't get to experience it. You don't feel the joy of being uninterrupted,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like, it's so important to go through it because there's a lot of learning that happens. There's
Yes.
a lot of experience, there's a lot of takeaway, so that one, when you get to the other side, there's a huge celebration. And like you discovered yourself, you discovered what kept you calm, what makes you calm, and how you can now help others through
True.
your own interruptions. You've discovered that, which is so beautiful, because a lot of us don't, like, we just go through things, and there's never you don't take the time to actually sit and process it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
sit and be
Mm-hmm.
still in it to really understand. And it's not about asking the why am I going through this, is what is the lesson? What am I being taught here? Why am I having to go through this? But there's a lesson
Exactly.
here, right? Which is so beautiful. Um, so we are so blessed and lucky to have you again. We had you for Surviving Another Day, which was a beautiful yoga experience. And now we have you hosting your own session for 45 minutes at our Manifest Your Vision event.
I am so excited for that.
Yes, I'm so excited too. I'm nervous. I have to say, it's really nervous. I'm really nervous. And it's been a lot of work.
Your nervousness is an interruption
I
that you need
know.
to get rid of. So it's going to be a beautiful event. It is.
Yes.
It's all positive energy. I think the people that you have on board are so clued on and they are so passionate about what they do that it's just it just goes without saying that your event is going to be wonderful, you know?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? The thing that um, is what was really important to us is that we we actually watched everybody for over a year. We watched their content, we watched who they were, we wanted to make sure they aligned. I know that you and I were supposed to be like, before the
Yeah.
pandemic, to go out and run, and I was like, oh, Wendy, I'm scared because she does marathons. I'm just like a beginner runner. And all these other things happened, um but we will run this summer.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Definitely.
But yes, we really thought about, like, we really handpicked and studied everybody, watched what they did, make sure they aligned with one or us, and then our community is the other thing that we wanted to make sure um, that we made sure that people aligned with that, right? And
Mhm.
people were able to resonate with everybody, and also it was so that um, you can feel welcome in our community, because that was
Yes.
the other thing, that was the big key, is that you feel welcome when we bring you in, and you know that you're always welcome here, you're always welcome to tap in, because we're not selfish people, right? um
Of course, yeah.
so that was like very key for us when we were picking all the presenters and lining up what we wanted. And as Wendy has shared with everybody, is that we wanted it to actually be a private retreat. Like we had the, the Airbnb picked out for 2020. We knew what we wanted to do. Knew what we wanted the experience to be, and we're doing it virtually. so,
Yeah.
so sometimes, yes, the pandemic was an interruption. We embraced it. We went through the pandemic and we're still going through it, and we're learning as we're going. So
exactly
is exactly what you said. So what can people expect from your yoga session? I think that's important to share.
My yoga session generally is more like a flow. So we always start with a little warm up, just get your body used to wanting to move around, wanting to stretch.
Mm-hmm.
We get into a few stretches, some strength. Um, when you stretch, you're also building your strength in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
So your legs, your core, which is very important, your shoulders, opening them out, your neck, your back, your spine. So just opening out your whole body, stretching it. And now, after you have done all of that, your body does get tired. So
Mm-hmm.
relaxation, or rather conscious relaxation, is very important.
Mm-hmm.
We relax, just lie on your bed and close your eyes and you're relaxing, but you're
Right.
not consciously relaxing. So
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going to do is take them through a whole another session of just consciously relaxing their body and understanding how their body feels when they consciously relax each part of their body. And then there has to be some meditation involved, because now that you're calm and you're understood your body a little bit more, those aches and pains, and maybe discovered a few new muscles.
Mm-hmm.
It's time. Yeah, now you need to meditate and thank yourself and have that gratitude in you. And we're going to end with a little bit of a meditation session where, with everything going around, there is always some interruptions. So this
Mm-hmm.
is just to declutter and just to be with yourself. And that's an
Amazing.
entire 45-minute session. Yeah.
Woo! Yay! That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, it
And
is.
so in terms of levels of yoga, what is there a specific level of yoga experience you need to have to join your class?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Anyone and everyone can join. There are certain asanas that you may be able to do, may not be able to do, but there are
Mm-hmm.
always ways for me to show you of how you can do it according to your body type. You don't have to be flexible and flying around all the time, but
Right.
you can do something that your body responds best to. And that's what I'm going to sort of teach during this session. How, no matter what size or shape, or if you've never done yoga before, or you don't
Mm-hmm.
know what yoga is, you
Mm-hmm.
can still come on the mat and have fun. It's just
Right.
about learning about yourself. That you don't have to be flexible to learn about yourself. You can be anyone you are, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Thank you. That's so I want to say, if you're watching the replay, yesterday what we did is we asked you to type hashtag and then send us a private message or comment below, and we have a special exclusive code. So this week is all about discounts, having flash sales every day. So we have a flash sale today, but the link will only be given to people who have messaged us. So um, come out and see Chantelle, come out and enjoy Chantelle's 45-minute yoga session, um, and the experience of many other presenters. Like we have Soka, we have Decluttering Your Mind, we have Nutritionist Cooking, we have Wendy and I doing decluttering. Wendy and I doing Cultivating a Positive Self-Image. Then we have a native artist who will
Ooh.
be doing native dream catchers, teaching us the history, and it like, and I think we take that part for granted, you know um that the history around the dream catcher, and even this the native culture. So she makes moccasins and all kinds of things she does, so
Interesting. Yeah.
handmade. And just how spiritual each piece has to be. And when she was doing her presentation to us, she also shared that she doesn't do anything in like negative space, negative spirit, negative. It has to be, she has to be spiritually calm. And she like, the energy has to be really good. Otherwise she will not participate in like art or anything. So which was so more meaningful, that when you receive her piece of her art, you are receiving like good energy as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because she's made it with good energy, which I really liked. So in the comments, type replay, send us a message. We'll send you a private code. And if you just want to go check out the link there, that link is also on a discount, but there's a bonus discount. So you don't want to
Sounds good.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you, Chantelle. And definitely go check out this week's episode of What's Interrupting Your Life podcast, because Chantelle, the conversation goes deeper. So you'll learn more about Chantelle, and you'll actually learn about where to contact Chantelle. And she does private yoga sessions, right?
Of course, I do that.
So definitely reach out to Chantelle for all your yoga needs. Thank you.
Thank you.